What's up today, guys? Or tonight, I should say. So, I have here an OSP Matrix 1515 Proto. I recently got this off a trade. I traded my Killer Bee replicant with purple anodized liners for this. And I was a little bit torn on making that decision. I really didn't want to sell it at first, but I shit you not, I've had 10 people hit me up asking, oh, hey man, like, let me know when the Killer Bee is ever for sale, or, let me be the first to know. And even though, like, it wasn't for sale, but the point I'm making is a lot of people wanted that Killer Bee. And someone hit me up and was sending me pretty crazy offers because he really wanted it. I, kept kind of telling him it wasn't for sale. And then he offered me this OSP Matrix in trade for my Killer Bee. And he wanted to make me an offer I couldn't refuse. And it was, in fact, an offer I couldn't refuse. That Killer Bee, it was going for around like 500 on the heavy side. It's kind of like a collector's item at this point, and there's just a lot of people wanting it. But this thing goes for like 600 to 800, and I mean the value is there, and these things are kind of rare. So I said, you know what? I've had enough reps. Let's try it out. So I got this. Enough about, kind of the story of how I got it. Let's talk about this a little bit. So this thing is pretty damn crazy. Right off the bat, I noticed, like, the machining on this is wild. I mean, it is the most precise, like, crazy machining I have ever seen. I can't even imagine how long it must have took to manufacture one of these. And down here you got interchangeable weighted spacers. So, if you like a little bit of ass weight, you can get more of that, less of that. You like a more neutral feel, you can get that too. So that's really cool, really creative. The blade is this really intricate tanto blade. I think it looks wicked. On the inside here, you can see, I don't know if you can see in the light, but there's 1515 and prototype on the inside there. The blade steel, I think, is some crazy strong stuff, because the only thing wrong with this I noticed is it has like a little bit of blade rub, and I don't know why that is, because there's literally no handle play. None. Like, the tolerances on this are the best I have ever experienced. I think the blade might be ever so slightly bent. I've heard it's a pretty common thing with matrices, but it doesn't look like it. So, as a flipper, I mean, this thing is something else, honestly. Like, it's 4.5 ounces, and wow. Insane. I mean, I was not expecting it to be like this. I was just kind of expecting, a flashy, interesting looking bally, but no, OSP really did something here, really unique with this thing. I've heard some poor things about OSP's customer service. I hear, you pay like upwards of $1,000 for a pre-order, and he takes like 1 to even 3 years to get you your finished product, which, in my opinion, not worth it. I would never do that. I think the guy is, using the funds he gets from the pre-orders to build these, which isn't a terrible idea, but that's just too long to wait, But I understand that these things probably take an insane amount of time to manufacture because, just look at the milling in the design. It's just crazy. So, wicked smooth. Like I said, that little bit of blade rub. Previous owner, he's flipped the shit out of this thing, and there's no blade rub on it at all. So it's very minor, and the steel is just too strong for it to do anything. I'm not very good at fanning, I know it's an easy trick, but like this thing, it's fucking crazy how easy this fans. As I just, mess it up immediately. Let me show you here. It's easier when I'm sitting down. Oh, come on. I'm doing it literally perfect all night, and the moment I start looking through my camera. There we go. Still, not that good, I know. Very noobish. But it's crazy how well this thing fans. So yeah, I've never flipped an OSP before. I know there's really only like the Matrix, but I got good things to say about this, and that's about it. Like, besides that kind of bent teeny bit of like a blade there, I'd say overall super worth the trade. This is unique. This is something that not a lot of people have. You can kind of see in there. It's kind of frustrating, but I traded a fucking replicant for it, so I'm really not that disappointed. Like, I don't think I would have found anyone else willing to trade me an OSP Matrix for a Killer Bee. But, yeah, that's going to sum up the quick little review.